showtime.
How's it going, y'all? Rowdy Riles back with another video. So I'm super excited for this one. It's a figure I've been waiting for, but I got a big girl job now with big girl paychecks. And with that first one, I was able to snag S.H.Figuarts Spider-Man from NBC2. Amazon shipped him overnight, so he's waiting for me in the morning. I actually woke up and he was like under my arm. I guess my girlfriend put him there. So I woke up and I was like, what is this? Spider-Man. So I woke up next to Spider-Man. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm hyped for this. They just showed off the Psylocke from this line, which looks really good. She's thick. But yeah, so is he. So with all that being said, let's take a close look at the box and we'll get this bad boy open.
Capcom presents.
Ready?
Taking a look at the front of the box, Bandai Namco S.H.Figuarts Marvel Gamerverse Spider-Man. And I've already gotten him out of the box and messed around with him, so I already know how I feel, but this is all for presentation's sake, right? On this side, Gamerverse S.H.Figuarts. S.H.Figuarts is a standard action figure series that uses the art of style and technology of Tamashii nations to pursue character expression through humanoid action. Spider-Man Gamerverse. On the back, it once again states what the name means: simple style and heroic action. We get a couple of shots of the figure with the effects and the pieces, and of course that ultimate web throw is a piece of cardboard, and then there's a bunch of legal Japanese nonsense down at the bottom. Not nonsense, but I can't understand it, so to me, it's nonsense. On this side, we get a shot of the figure in the background, and then more information that we've seen before. Top of the box, bottom of the box, and with all that being said, you know, I have the same problems with this figure that everyone does. It's over-engineered in some ways and really good in others, but like the over-engineering really detracts from how good the articulation is, but we'll get into that. So like I said, I've already gotten this guy out of the box, so like it's not gonna be that difficult to get him out again, but this time he's staying out. He's not going back in here. We got the figure, we got the cardboard, and I haven't like dug into everything yet, but we're gonna get him set up here for y'all. It's just like old times, isn't it, folks? I got a figure review, y'all got a video to watch. I get to tell you how I feel. We get to go over how he looks, which I'll say, he looks pretty good. Like definitely has the NBC styling down. I thought the web lines were unpainted, and then I knew after the fact, because I'd seen people talking about it, that it was done with red, but I think it actually looks pretty good. The way this figure looks is not the problem. The way this figure feels is not the problem. There are some articulation issues, and where the articulation is really good, it's amazing, and then where it's lacking, it's like, yeah, Legends does a better job than that, mostly in this area. But as you can see, he's detailed with the webbing. It is carved into the figure. The head sculpt is beautiful. I love it. I love that spider on the front. Of course, the only colors are red and blue and black and white for the eyes, but such a great looking figure from head to toe. He really fits the design aesthetic of Marvel vs. Capcom, which is weird because Wolverine kind of doesn't. Like Wolverine kind of really misses the mark. Cyclops is like a little less anime than the Spider-Man, and now the newly announced Psylocke. And then the Wolverine is just kind of out there. Like the claws aren't long enough, they're not shaped chunky enough, he's not big enough. There's a lot of issues with that Wolverine. But this Spider-Man, I really like the way he looks. The way he looks is not going to be a problem with this video. It's not going to be an issue with the figure. It all lies in the articulation, and we'll get there. I don't know where my tape measure is. I don't think I have that, so we're going to skip that part. And since we're going to get straight into the articulation, we're just going to start off, and I will go down to the parts that are good and the parts that are bad. So the head is amazing. The head goes forward and backward very far. The neck and the head peg are separate. The side to side on the head is great. There's lots of amazing movement there. Same with the shoulders. I don't like the way that the shoulder is shaped, how it kind of just cuts off, but it does lend to the articulation. Butterfly joints are very nice. They go forward and back. We get a full bicep cut, double elbows, which go more than 90 degrees, so that's good. Of course, floating peg on the wrist. Torso goes back that far, and forward that far, and then you add in the front, which this is a limiting area. If the Legend Spider-Man can crunch down better than you, then you're missing the mark, and it can. And then this is where the real problem is. This thong piece right here, because it doesn't really move until you move the legs up. It's not like it's segmented properly. So when you're moving this leg up, if you're not careful, you can pop this seam right here apart. They could have fixed that if they used a soft rubber or softer plastic, but this is just the same hard plastic throughout. So this is not glued together properly. So these have on both sides split apart. You can push them back together, but if you're not paying attention, you're gonna break it. And so the legs come forward. Let me zoom back out. The legs come forward that far, to the side that far. They don't really go back. I mean, I lied. They go back a lot. That's nice. Like, that's a very nice. No butt kicking action though. There is no boot cut. The thigh cut is kind of limited by the sculpt, but you can turn it mostly around. I'm not gonna try to break my damn $100 figure, right? And then of course we got ankle rockers. Those work well, and toe joints, which also are nice and tight and they work well. But mostly the problem is here. It's from here down to here. So you're really limited in what you can do without hurting the figure or acting like you may break it, which is unfortunate because, you know, you paid $100 for this and it's like, yeah, it's an import, it's premium. This is the kind of stuff they should work out, but it is over-engineering. It is over-engineering. There is no other way to describe that issue other than they over-engineered this figure in some areas. So for the accessories, it's a lot easier to just show y'all them in the container, and then in photography and stuff, you can see me posing them up with different stuff. But we get a different head sculpt, and as you can see, the eyes are different. They're wider on the one that is in the box, more open, and that is like his Spider Sense head, which is nice. But so when I swapped that head on, it took the neck peg with it when I pulled it out. The other one doesn't do that, so that one's pretty tight, so you may need to heat it up. And of course we get regular wall crawling hands, we get thwipping hands, we get kind of more scrunched up wall crawling hands or fighting hands, and then we get web holding / web shield holding hands. And there is a single web, just a long straight web. We get a piece down here. That clear piece is to peg into his back so you can use a Spider Sense, and then that red thing is to fish out. There's a spot in his back. I don't really want to do it, but I'll show y'all the spot that I'm talking about. So right here, you can see, you just take that out and you stick that thing in his back, and then he's got a Spider Sense that you can put on there. Then we get this web shield, which is much larger than the Marvel Legends one, and then you get a little plastic piece that comes with the rest of the accessories, and you just peg it in there, and it fits into the web holding hand. There you go. So you hit that. It's a nice web shield. Would have been, I mean, it fits Marvel vs. Capcom in white, but I would have liked a clear plastic better. And then, okay, so I haven't opened this yet, so give me a second. So here's the Spidey effect piece. It is literally just some plastic with symbols painted on there, not on the back side. So you can only use it on one side, and then of course it goes above his head like that, but I'm not gonna do that right now. I don't know why they did it this way, but it's two separate pieces of cardboard and you gotta like line them up for it to work properly. Like, I would have just rather them not include that, but that's his ultimate right there. It just says Spider-Man Ultimate Web Throw, and it's literally just cardboard, which is fine. I understand cost and all that, but like, I would have rather just not included that, you know? Like, it's two pieces, and you like, why? 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 Here he is with essentially every version of Spider-Man that someone can want, other than the Amazing Fantasy, but I feel like the Maximum and the Renew Your Vows kind of edge that one out anyway. As you can see, he is one of the taller ones of the group, but they're all pretty close in size, other than maybe the Mafex and the Mezco are a little bit smaller. And of course the Maximum is also on the smaller end, which is right. And honestly, he's about the same height as the Maximum, give or take millimeters. It's just the proportions that are more so matched to that game, because this Renew Your Vows with the Maximum head sculpt was my Marvel vs. Capcom Spider-Man. Now, of course, this one is going to be my Marvel vs. Capcom Spider-Man, because you can't beat it for that. Although I wish that they had used what Mafex used, because Mafex is edging them out, at least in the crotch area, because they could have used that kind of soft plastic for that little area that they over-engineered, and it would have made this figure that much better. Here he is with Legends, Gamerverse, Wolverine, and Psylocke. They fit well together. I would say especially that Wolverine, because he's beefy, he's proportioned much larger than all the other Wolverines that we got, and especially more beefy than the SHF one that's upcoming. But if you wanted to go that way, you could get, you know, the SHF Cyclops, the SHF Wolverine, and now the SHF Psylocke that's coming out, and go full on S.H.Figuarts for some of these Gamerverse characters. I know S.H.Figuarts isn't going to do as many as Legends. There's no way. Here he is with Jada, Toy, Sagat, and Cammy. So as you can see, he works with the Jada figures for more Marvel vs. Capcom. I don't have any Storm Arena Street Fighters, but you know, I'm gonna get the Darkstalker stuff, and then I want to get the Alpha Jada figures when those come out. Here he is with Mattel's He-Man and Trapjaw from the movie. Also from Mattel with the core DC line Batman and Robin, which scale perfectly with him, other than proportions. Obviously these proportions are exaggerated, and that is to fit the game, much like Psylocke, because goddamn she thick. So with all that being said, y'all, this figure definitely has some issues, but I like him more than I dislike him. Do I think that any SHF should cost $100? No, absolutely not. But this is still a really fun figure. Obviously, he can pose pretty well. I did get him posed pretty decently, so it's not like he's completely landlocked as far as articulation. But you know, there's just some things that SHF Bandai particularly over-engineers a lot, and it happens more often than we'd like. But if you like this video, go ahead and smash the like button, hit subscribe to be, if you're new here, you can become a channel member for 99 cents. There is a Discord called the Rowdy Roadhouse, so if you become a channel member, you can get an invite to that. r/figurefanatics on Reddit. Follow me on Instagram, do all that stuff. Let me know if you agree or disagree with what I said in the comments. Let me know what figure you would like Bandai to make in their Gamerverse line. Let me know how your day is going. Whatever, you know. Keep your head up, stay brave, be kind to the local LGBTQ+ community. If you're protesting, be extra super duper safe. Happy Pride Month. I love y'all. I will see you next time, and bye-bye. Happy Pride Month, because I'm filming this in June. Hopefully I'll get it up in June. Don't worry. Mwah.
Capcom presents
Ready?
Marvel vs. Capcom 2 New Age of Heroes.
Return to
Mythical Walmart end cap.
Ah, Morty, you're still watching this crap, isn't this? Review figures and toys and stuff. Aren't you a little old for toys? Ah, geez, Rick, you know, I don't think you should call her a bitch, and I kind of like her videos, so maybe you should shut the up. Q, Morty. Q.